RAZA for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. With me, I've got my man, the notorious OD Ohara Davies. Saying Ohara?
How you doing, bro? You good? Been a while.
It has been a while. It has been a while. You've been speaking to some of my other colleagues in the team?
Yeah. You know, Oscar, Umar, Coogan.
Andy, I think maybe.
I don't think I've spoken to Andy before.
How's life?
You know, life's good. You know, during isolation, during this whole lockdown, I'm just hoping, praying for the best, hoping things get back to normal as soon as they can.
I obviously haven't spoken to you since the whole coronavirus started. What was your initial reaction, and kind of are you now surprised how serious it had become?
You know what? When the lockdown first ever got imposed, I was like, oh man, boxing shows have been cancelled. Like, let's box, let's go to these shows, let's do it. Like, forget lockdowns off. But then after a few weeks, I started feeling ill myself. And I was literally so ill. I was getting headaches. I would sleep for about 10 hours and then I would get up from bed and my eyes was red, like red as it can get. I'll sleep for ages and I'll literally get up from bed and I'll still be tired throughout the whole day. I was just feeling so tired. I was getting throat pains. I was getting headaches. I don't know what I caught, but I caught something. I couldn't train. I couldn't leave the house. I was literally indoors for about 8 days. I never left the house. And that's when I was realized that they got something going around. I don't know whether it was COVID or not. But from when I caught it, I was like, okay, cool. And then obviously Anthony Yard's father passing away, then his nan passed away. And it was really hitting close to home. People are dying. People are now starting to feel ill. That's when I was like, it was probably for the best.
Have you trained or done anything?
Yeah, I've been training again. I got the key to my friend's gym. So luckily I've been going there like on my own. I've been hitting the bags. So I've been running still. I bought a bike the other day. So I've been doing bike riding. So I've been doing it like like every day I do one thing. First day I run. The next day I do my bike ride. The third day I'm in the boxing gym. So then I just go around and round and round. So there, you know, it's about keeping your sanity. And I feel like being stuck indoors at times, it can send you crazy. You can honestly say it can send you crazy. So it's good to be active.
All right, let me ask you this. Being a fighter, you don't get paid unless you fight.
Yeah.
Has that been tough for you?
Well, to be honest, I thought I'm quite lucky because I fought in February. I fought just a month before lockdown. So, you know, there was many people that had shows March, April, May, June, and they were looking forward to having paychecks that they now haven't got. But I fought in February, so I got my paycheck. And I didn't want to fight again until the end of the year anyway. So it's worked out perfect for me, you know, but for a few other fighters, it's worked against them. You know, you can only feel for them.
In terms of coming back and fighting again, we know Eddie Hearn's got a show in July and he's doing stuff in his offices and on the grounds of his offices. You're obviously MTK. You were on Sky Sports in your last fight. So are there any plans? Do you know anything that you could share with us on when you may possibly be out again?
I don't know. You know, when I spoke to Adam Hart from MTK at the start of lockdown, he was like thinking about doing it behind closed doors. He was talking about it end of June. And I was like, yeah. But in the back of my mind, I was like, mate, I know that he's just saying it, but it's not really going to happen. And I haven't received a phone call from him yet. So, you know, it hasn't. You know, end of June, that's gone. That'd be this month, wouldn't it? End of this month.
Oh, you're this kind of person that has either the crowd cheering for you or the crowd booing for you. And both of them kind of uplift you and give you a boost when you come into the ring anyway, right? So would it be tough if you were to fight behind closed doors without nobody?
Fighting behind closed doors, I don't think I could do it. It'd be like a sparring. No, it'll be worse than that because obviously up in sparring, I'm in the gym. You got about 15 people there in the gym when they come around and they watch you spar. How can you fight when there's about either 5 or 10 people there? I'm talking about the ref, the judge, and my coach, and that's it. That's not really going to work out. How do you get yourself psyched up for it? How do you motivate yourself? I want to hear cheers. I want to hear boos. I want to hear music. I want noise. I want people. I feed off that energy. And when there's no fans, then there's literally no energy.
There are obviously talks that boxing fans and generally fans in stadiums, whether that's football, boxing, or other sports, may not resume until maybe next year sometime.
Mhm.
Would you delay your career for it?
Nah, because I'm in the final of the Golden Contract. So, I've got a big fight next. Tyrone McKenna versus me, the fight that everyone wants, everyone has been waiting for a number of years now. And, he's been calling me up for a long time. So this fight is going to be big. Whether it's this year, next year, it's going to be a big fight. And once I knock him out, mate, I've got a big old contract waiting for me. I've seen the deal. It's a big deal. What I've got to do is just get rid of this bum.
Ohara, last week was the death anniversary of one of the greatest fighters to ever live, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali stood for a lot. He stood for people that were racist. He stood for people that were unjust, unfair, who treated other people in an ill manner. He took time out of the ring. He was persecuted. You know the whole story yourself. During the week, we've seen a lot of protests going on around the world, in America, now here in the UK. You obviously know about the sad murder of George Floyd. You growing up when you were young, as a child in the streets of London, did you ever experience such hatred, racism when you were growing up?
When I was growing up, no, and I can tell you why, because I've been brought up in Hackney, which is a predominantly black area. There weren't anyone white there. In the school that I was in, it was mostly blacks. In the area, in the hood that I was from, there was only one white guy in the hood. Like with us, in a gang I was in, there was about 50 of us. All of us were black. There's only one white guy that was there. And so I wasn't brought up around people that were white. I've been brought up in the hood. You know what I mean? And so I didn't experience racism until I got into the industry. Once I got into boxing, I turned pro. And you got to meet all these other people now when you're getting into business. That's when you start to meet more people that are white and you're coming into contact with them and you're doing business with them. And that's when I experienced racism. But before boxing, I've been secluded in the hood. I've been a hood guy my whole life, been around black guys. So I didn't experience it back then until I got a bit older.
How do you take it? Obviously, racism. We live in 2020 now. We hope that things are moving forward, but
yeah,
where do you think kind of the problem lies?
The problem lies with people that are misinformed. I think racism is quite dumb, to be honest. How can you hate another person because of the color of their skin? If you're white, if you're Asian, if you're Chinese, if you're black, you cut our blood. We all bleed the same color. We are all human beings. We all got one head, two arms, one nose, two eyes, 2 feet. We're the same. How can you hate another person because of the color of the skin? And to this day, I've never really understood it. I've never understood. I've never looked at a white person and thought to myself, I hate you. You can't. If you died, I'll be happy. Or I've never looked at a white person and says, I hope you fail your task because of the color of your skin. Or I've never looked at a white person fight and be like, I hope you lose a fight because you're white. So I don't know. I don't understand where it comes from. To be honest, I feel like it's a mental illness to hate another person because of the color of their skin. It's a mental illness and it spreads. It spreads.
We can agree that obviously no one is born a racist. No child is born racist and to hate. But do you feel like as they grow up, either the company they keep or whether it's parenthood, that the problem lies in that area and education?
I don't think so because I've been around black guys my whole life. Like literally, it's like my whole childhood. I've been around people that are black. But then when I came into the industry, I never looked at white guys in any way. To this day, I still don't look at white people in some way. I've got black friends and I've got white friends, and I don't look at anyone in any way. So I don't think it's about where you come from or it's not about where you're brought up. I feel like it's about you as an individual. Like I know certain black guys that are not too keen on people that are white, but that's not going to make me that way. I look at them and if they say anything, I might say, listen, that's wrong. Don't say that. It don't matter whether you're white or you're black. It's like the time when I had a girlfriend she was from Turkey and she was white, and I had a few people that were black. They came on my case like, why you have a white girl? When they started inboxing her, saying this and saying that. And then I went to the black people and I was like, listen, that's wrong. Don't be saying that about her. Because she's white, if she was black, it don't make a difference. She's a human being just like you. And I don't stand for racism, period.
What did you make of the videos went viral with George Floyd in America, where the police officer obviously killed him? What was your kind of initial reaction?
This has been happening for years. George Floyd it's not nothing new. We look at Sandra Bland, who they killed, Eric Garner, who they killed, many other people that they've killed over the years, but just that this whole one with George Floyd, it went viral when the rest of them haven't. So I've been seeing this for many, many, many years, and for the people in America, this is what they've been experiencing for many years. And it's sad to see, but I feel like now the people are now doing something about it, standing up for themselves. Whereas in the past, a few people will say something, but the voices weren't heard. But now, voices are now being heard. People are doing something about it, protesting peacefully, coming online, talking about it, shedding light on the situation.
What did you make of, there's many companies that have come out, Sky Sports being one, saying that they're going to pledge, I think, 30 odd million. They're going to improve black and minority ethnic representations within all levels of their business, make difference in communities impacted by racism, etc. But do you feel like they're just reacting because there's all of this going on, and they should have reacted a lot earlier?
They could have reacted a lot earlier, but you know what? It's better late than if it never happened. So, I'm all for them. Anyone that's trying to improve the black community, trying to create equality, trying to better our lives, I'm all for them. Whether it was sparked by the situation or not, it's for a good cause. And I feel like some people are looking at them like, oh, if George Floyd didn't happen, then you wouldn't be doing it. Who gives a toss? They're doing it. And they're investing money that I can't invest. I can't invest 20, 30 million, but they can. So, you know what? I'm all for them. I support it. And they're doing a good thing for the community.
Anti Joshua came out within the local community in Watford. Many hundreds of people came out. Anthony then read a statement, which he clearly said before he started wasn't written by him, and then went on to say that the paper was going around, so he just took to read it. He got quite a bit of backlash on Twitter. I'm sure you know about it, about the detail, but what did you make of, firstly, the comments and then the reaction?
The people that have been giving him backlash in a negative way, they're either ignorant or they're racist. Either ignorant or they're racist. What Annie Joshua said, there was nothing wrong with it. He said boycott businesses that are racist. He didn't say boycott every white business. No, he said boycott businesses that are racist. Anyone that doesn't like people that are black or white or like Chinese, I'm not coming to your shop. I'm not going to give you any of my money. I'm going to hit you where it hurts. Why? Because you're racist. There ain't nothing wrong with that. If he came out and he said, don't invest into people that are white, then I'd be like, okay, cool. Nice things something wrong. But what he said was, don't invest into people that are racist. Boycott their business. Hit them where it hurts. Because they're trying to hit us in a place that it hurts too. So, you know what? Don't invest into their business. But I feel like many people that are ignorant or they're racist and they're choosing to see it how they want to. Because they don't like AJ for whatever reason, they're now coming out and saying this is what he meant when they know what he meant. They know what he meant, but they're trying to make it seem as if he meant something else because they don't like him for whatever reason. I don't know. That's what they got to ask themselves.
I was going through the comments online, and there were quite horrific things that people were saying to Anthony when he put a tweet out a couple of days ago. And what a lot of people don't realize is majority of Anthony Joshua's management team is not black, but is actually white.
Exactly. In his team, AJ's got black and he's got white people. He's got both of them. So he's not racist. I've known him for like years now, and he's helped me out massively throughout my boxing career. And he's got many black and he's got white in his team. I've been with him in the gym. I've never seen him say anything about people that are white or people that are black. He's just a neutral guy. But now, the community that's in pain is the community of the blacks. We're the ones that are in pain. And everyone that's going to be supporting the cause are all supporting blacks. And that's what he's on. So there ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that.
I remember a couple of years ago when Anthony Joshua was in Dubai and he posted a picture of himself partaking in a different culture. I think he was in the mosque in a position of prayer. A picture went up and it went viral on the news, on media, and people were slating him. If Anthony Joshua does this, we're not going to like him, we're not going to follow him, we're not going to watch his fights or buy his fights. Do you feel like the issue is higher than the people, and the issue is above, i.e. with the government and the leaders?
100%. I feel like if you look at Islam in itself, it's been tainted in a light that it doesn't represent. People look at Islam and they see suicide bombers, or they see this person, or child rapists, or molesters, but that's not Islam. That's not Islam. I know what Islam is, and that isn't Islam. And I feel like the people and the media, they paint things like Islam to be what it isn't. So when someone like AJ comes out and says, you know what, I'm going to support Islam, they're like, no, because they're racist, and racist towards Islam. I don't know what that's called, but
there's many different terms. Let's not even go into it. We probably don't have enough time to mention every term that they label against certain beliefs and backgrounds. But moving forward with Black Lives Matters, how do you think that they can help and assist and kind of bring communities together?
Who can help and assist? The Black Lives Matter campaign?
Yeah, with Black Lives Matters, the movement, the people that follow that are investing, how can everybody come together and kind of build a brighter future for the younger generation through, obviously, don't forget, we have massive social media now, which we didn't have 10, 15 years ago. So how much?
I feel like it's all about, I feel like it's all about investing into areas where the people are Black and they haven't got opportunities there. Like, it's like an area that I come from. There wasn't any opportunities there. I got into boxing because I was in a youth club. I was in bail, attempted murder, Class A drugs. I was just in a certain youth club, and I had a boxing coach. He used to come in every Wednesday and do pads with us. There was about 30 to 40 of us there. I'm the only one that got into the boxing. I'm the only one that liked it. So they paid for him to come every Wednesday. And you know what? After about 4 months, the guy stopped coming. Why? Because they couldn't afford him no more. They couldn't afford him. So that was it. That's me boxing done. So what the guy done, he took my phone number. Tony Cisse. He took my phone number, gave me a call, took me to the actual boxing gym where he invested into me himself out of his own pocket, his own time. He didn't charge me to go to gym. This guy invested into me himself. And I feel like if the whole campaign, if they can invest into the ghetto, into the hood, create opportunities, bring a boxing coach. If someone don't like boxing, okay, cool. Bring a hockey coach. You know, hockey, okay, cool. I'm going to bring a basketball coach. What are you into? It doesn't have to be sports. It don't have to be music. What are you into? Are you into politics? Are you into art? What do you want to do? And because you know what? I got kicked out of my school before, you know, so I didn't get no grades. Didn't do my GCSEs, but you know what? Maths, English and science wasn't my field. And that doesn't make me dumb. That in itself, it doesn't mean that I'm a dumb guy, I'm a stupid guy. Why? Because I'm not good at maths, English or science. Boxing is what I love. That was my field and my passion. But I feel like people act like if you don't get your grades, then you're a failure and you're a bum. No, you're not. Not everyone's good at maths, English and science. You know, I feel like it's about bringing other opportunities, see what they want to do, see what they're good at, and then they can work in it from there.
Only genuine things happen and people are hyped and excited and following movements. But how important is it that this continues, that this affection and passion doesn't go away after 1 or 2 or 3 weeks? Because generally, when things happen, that's what happens. People forget after 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, I feel like that's what we get. It's like we get like a new trends, and then after a month or so or a few weeks, then it dies down. Hopefully, this thing doesn't die down. Hopefully, we can keep on shedding light on the situation. People keep on investing, and as long as people keep on investing, as long as people keep on tweeting about it, talking about it, highlighting what's wrong with our world and highlighting how things can be fixed, then the light shouldn't dim. And you know, I just want to see improvement. I want to see change.
All right. Well, Ohara Davies, appreciate you jumping on this Tuesday evening. Thanks for keeping me waiting, by the way.
Thank you.
We'll definitely catch up with you soon. Ohara Davies for IFL TV. Thank you very much.
Peace.